Alrighty, I had kind of the last minute idea to live stream this, and seeing as it was last minute, I didn't have quite enough time to actually get set up to live stream it. So, partially because I literally couldn't get here when it was starting, and also because my setup was screwed up. My live streaming setup was just not ready to go. So, instead, I have backed up the live stream by, I don't know, I'm probably like 20 minutes late now, and I'm recording it. And I have minor spoilers, including but not limited to this. I already saw this, and I've seen one other thing that's going to appear today that isn't surprising to me and not super interesting. So for the most part, I don't know what's going to happen in this yet. So I'm still spoiler-free, so to speak, if anybody even cares. This is just not going to be as good with D-pad and A button as it was with the Wii U gamepad, but that's fine. And I know that the Switch has a touchscreen, but I do not want to use my Switch's touchscreen. But that's fine, whatever. Certainly does look like we've got a lot of features that needed to be in the first game. Interesting. Okay, so we've got some assets that were not in previous 2Ds. Like some, I mean, obviously there were a couple of assets like that in the original one, but like there's some serious variation being thrown in here. Stuff being pulled from 3D World, kind of adapted to this 2D setting. This is all neat looking. I'll probably buy this again because I really like the first one. And okay, June, there you go. You guys needed software.
Hi everyone.
The discussion of you know, oh, the Switch underperformed this last year because we failed to appropriately convey, you know, what the fun of the system was, and it's because you guys didn't have enough software in 2018.
Brand new sequel to Super Mario Maker.
So you throw out some real killer apps this year, and you know you'll impress the people.
There will be brand new features.
I noticed.
And many new elements are in development as we speak. So please stay tuned.
I would really like to see a demonstration of how the interface works now, in terms of, I don't know, I guess, I would like to see how it's used with the touchscreen, how it's used with the general, like, you know, just Joy-Con interface, but whatever, that's fine, we'll see that later.
RPG and an all-new original story. Assemble your ultimate dream team.
Whoopee!
Of Marvel superheroes, from the Guardians of the Galaxy to the Avengers.
Hold on, don't quote me on this. Some of these look like the models from, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I could be mistaken. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I honestly have not... I don't keep up with any of these games, so I'm not an expert, but a couple of these, I think, look the way that they look in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Cosmic Protector, Captain Marvel. Wield her power.
Is it Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite or Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate? I don't remember or care. I'm just trying to think of the trailers for it that I saw because I watch everything, even if I don't care about it, just because I have to know and I have to be informed because I'm a crazy person. That feels like a that feels like a PS2 game. Everything about that felt like a PS2 game, which is fine. You know, it's for kids, so you know, whatever.
The critically acclaimed puzzle series Box Boy is coming to Nintendo Switch for the first time. This brand new game is tightly packed with tons of content, including brand new puzzles and new features. We fit something else in too. This time, 2 players can box it up together.
That's not a new feature, is it? That was in the previous version of the game, am I wrong? I never played it, I just watched footage of it and thought that it looked incredible. But I seem to recall there was 2-player in it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Separate adventure starring Cutie, the tall one.
I don't think this is new. I think this is, I don't think these are new features. I think this is like this is probably like, this is like the other games with some extra stuff. I could be wrong, but.
Lead our heroes to the goal. Box Boy and Box Girl will unload on Nintendo Switch April 26th.
Okay, those games look really inventive and really cute, and I should probably play them sometime. Okay. Impress me. It's the announcer. I mean, every time they do this, not every time, no. Okay. A couple of times they've had the announcer come in and do these updates, and that would have been nice with the kind of the lull where the announcer kept talking. I assumed another voice actor was going to come in, but... Oh, come on. Seriously?
Joker is a part of Challenger Pack 1.
Yeah, we know. Trust me, I know.
Preparing for battle, and his moment will finally
Secretly
come
been
before
preparing
the
for
end
battle.
of April. In other
Okay.
words, this year, springtime is the time to smash. And don't forget, new Super Smash Bros. Series amiibo figures are on the way too.
That the Simon Belmont one did not look bad, considering how crazy the the width is.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
It's been a big problem with a lot of these amiibos actually looking decent when they don't have, when they're not 3D models, when they actually have to be supported in the realm of physical reality.
Nintendo Switch version. After a new update, all courses will support 2-player co-op. Maybe
Okay.
Captain Toad won't be so nervous with someone at his side. 2 heads are better than 1, and an extra set of hands goes a long way. This free update will be available later today.
That's
And
for some
paid
kids.
downloadable content is coming. We're adding in 18 new challenges that'll see you traveling to 5 new courses. From
Wait.
sunken ships to a kingdom of sweets.
They said 18 new challenges. It's like, oh wow, 18 new maps, and they say 5 courses? So just extra stuff for older... I don't know, maybe courses refers to, like, multiple stages? I don't remember. I played the game on Wii U. I don't know what the term course means. Does that mean one stage or multiple stages? Because
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker's special episode will be available for purchase as soon as, well, later today.
There you go.
Giving you early
Most
access to one
of
the courses.
the
rest of the content will launch on March 14th.
most of the actual stages in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker can be beaten in like 2 minutes. So
It contains the full
paid
game
DLC
and gives you
for
access to Captain Toad Treasure
what?
Tracker's special episode once it's available. Steal yourself for
Yeah, like
old-school
10 minutes
action
of content,
from
I
all
guess.
new Gothic
Maybe.
Castle. The side-scrolling action of yore shall rise once more.
This is the other thing that I'd already seen,
Ritual of the
which
night.
was the
And
bloodstained
so,
footage, which
the young
fine.
lady
Yeah,
Miriam,
it's
host of the
whatever.
Alchemist's Curse,
It's bloodstained.
must use her unwanted
I'm not like
power
that's not me being like pessimistic or like, oh, whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's a game we've seen before, so whatever. This is not a big surprise. This is just we're showing it. It exists. It's coming out. People really seem to like that throwback 2D one, and I'm wondering.
The laws of reality.
I'm hoping this will match up to that.
Throughout the castle, a treasure trove of
Excuse me.
side quests from the shadows.
Oh, I wonder how that's gonna go. I hope that doesn't just fall to pieces and it's actually a good game, because that's one of the, that's one of the hopeful Kickstarter and developers being sick of the system. That's one of the good stories of it. I hope it lands. Is my point.
Enlist the villagers to help rebuild and fight alongside you in
I want that to
story.
be alongside Shovel Knight as
Tonight,
the
other
big
builders
success
will create your own
stories.
island in local co-op or online. You'll gather materials, craft objects and tools, and reach new heights by building any structure you can imagine.
I would like to try this at some point, but it's
Glide,
the first one or this one or what. I'd like to give it a shot, but it's a
explore
time
underwater,
thing. I don't have time to play things that I already have, so whatever.
Map.
But yeah, this for those who don't know, this is basically Minecraft with like objectives and characters.
And the Dragon Lord's
You
throne.
do have like a free roam mode where it functions a bit more like Minecraft, but otherwise it's just it's a Minecraft with a bit more
Nintendo
structure.
Switch headlines to come. But first,
Oh, forgot I forgot. There's one other thing that I already know about, which is probably next, I would guess. Yeah.
We have a new announcement for that classic RPG series.
Precisely.
Please take a look.
This is gonna be our first footage of the S version or whatever, Dragon Quest XI S.
There are RPGs, and then there's Dragon Quest.
Okay,
That
all right,
define
come
the
on.
genre, and the latest entry is charging onto Nintendo Switch in full force.
Yeah, I have
The
had fun
series'
with what
beloved
time I've spent with
style
that game.
and perfectly
It was
balanced
good.
with the most impressive scope
was fun.
and elaborate story in series history. Where there is light, darkness follows. For no one does this ring truer
Okay.
than the
The
Luminary, the boy that
I'm gonna start
promises
skipping in a minute here. I need to know what's new in this version of the game that I know I'm not gonna buy, because it's gonna take me another year to beat this version of it, if I even beat it. I need to go back and beat Persona
The
5.
day he becomes an adult, he finally discovers his true heritage and the powers that make him
Yep.
the Luminary.
I remember all of these exciting events.
When he goes to the
I played
kingdom,
them,
the largest
but I guess other people
kingdom
don't know
for
these
guidance,
things.
he is dubbed
This is the whole-
Darkspawn.
This is the whole like
So
first
begins
act of the
perilous
game.
journey of a hunted hero and the ragtag band
I guess
of
it's fine.
adventurers
It's
who
not that
join
big of
in
a
on his
spoiler
quest
per
to
se.
set
It's
things
just
right.
it is the beginning of the game. It's not a spoiler to say what
Together
happens.
they'll explore the towns and terrain of the sprawling, detailed land.
They do
of
that.
Draenor.
Yep. That's true.
Monsters roam free of random encounters.
This is all new music, but I already heard that because the 2 seconds of the direct that I saw when I was backing it up was this, and them saying, hey, they've got the orchestral music now, which is good because I don't know. Even without the MIDI loops, even if it is turned into orchestral, it still probably needed more tracks in total. There's a lot of you hear a lot of the same tracks. You hear the overworld theme, you hear like 2 different town themes, and you hear the combat music, and that's all you're listening to for most of your time with the game.
Erdrea is full of surprises like these, and this time, the player has the power to choose on the fly between the land's gorgeous HD vistas and the 2D 16-bit glory.
Alrighty, having your party behind you on the map is good, and that 8-bit version of the game was essentially just the 8-bit thing was just a feature in the 3DS version of the game. The 3DS version of the game was like the top screen was in 3D and the bottom screen was 2D. Okay, yeah, they've got the Japanese voice acting now because there was no voice acting in the Japanese version. The English dub was technically first. Considering this is mostly a text-based game of people just people talking lip flaps and text boxes, it's actually remarkably well directed. I was struck by how, this is an old school just lip flap text game where you have to hit X to progress to the next line of dialogue, and it's still better directed than every Kingdom Hearts game before Kingdom Hearts 3. Honestly, it's better directed than a lot of parts of Kingdom Hearts 3 anyway. There are some parts of Kingdom Hearts 3 that look pretty good, that are actually shot well, but not all of it.
Dragon Quest XI-S.
So is that going to be exclusive to Switch then, or not?
Launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch.
Okay, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch. Timed exclusive. Timed exclusive.
Just announced the addition of these new stories. There will be more new information to share in the future.
I would imagine.
Please look forward to learning more.
I'm looking forward to
Let's
it.
continue with more Nintendo Switch headlines.
So this means there's gonna have to be a Smash-specific direct in March or early April to actually say, oh, we'll tell you more about the updates later. So there will be another specifically Smash-themed direct in a month and a half or so.
A wide variety of competitive and cooperative games that support up to 4 players.
Whoopee!
You can play online as well with players from around the world. And you can't mention Disney's TSUM without talking puzzles. Match with TSUM to clear them and set a high score. The game also features a 2-player mode for local and online competitive matches.
Yeah. Why did I just hear someone say
Disney's
Pika?
Festival will steal our hearts in 2019.
Next.
We're picking up a distress call in the Atlas star system. But this time, it's far from friendly. In fact, it's none other than Starwolf's infamous lieutenants, Andrew Oikini, Pigma Dengar, and the Great Leon.
I love
Now
that.
Peppy,
Just.
Falco, and Sleepy have no
I hope
choice
this is the
but to
beginning of a
get
trend of just
animals
giving
they
these
are.
franchises to
In a
other
challenging
people,
new
since it's
series
not
of
like the
music,
animals they
find
are.
The spring update of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Every member of the Star Fox team has their own special pilot ability.
No, what's actually going to happen is nobody's going to download this, Starlink isn't going to get good sales numbers, and it's going to be, well, clearly nobody wants Star Fox. Franchise is canceled forever for another 10 years.
Wolf to play fair. Look forward to news on the rest of the additional content, such as starship races and faction missions.
Oh, look, it was Star Fox Grand Prix. It is real.
Starlink Battle for Atlas
Just
update
not in the
this
format people wanted it to be.
A heartfelt fantasy adventure crops up once again.
What is this? I don't recognize this at all.
Another reason to wield weapons and spells against monsters.
Good morning. It is about to be fall.
Interact with townsfolk daily.
It is.
Grow
It
vegetables
looked like it
and
was
fruit
snowing,
on
but
the
that's
farm.
okay. What is this? Did I miss the name? I don't think they said it.
Cook up a storm.
Unless it was like,
even
they sound like they were
raise
just saying a normal sentence and they were saying the name of the franchise and I just did not
Fantastical
recognize it.
Circle of Life will keep you coming back for more in Rune Factory 4 Special, fully remastered for Nintendo Switch.
Have I never heard of this?
Alongside townsfolk
I'm
before
racking
dawn.
my brain. I'm not sure I've ever heard of Rune Factory. It is Well, I love you!
See what
I really love you!
Newlywed Life has in store for you, exclusively in this new version of the game.
Yikes. This is a lot.
Rune Factory Special will be right
It is
before the
rare
premiere
that I
this
get taken
year.
off guard by a franchise that I've never heard of. Much rarer that I hear of it on the 4th entry, apparently. Oh, apparently also Rune Factory 5.
Rune Factory 5 is in development.
How have I never heard of
More info
this?
in the future.
Maybe I haven't, I'm just not, I'm blanking? I don't know, this is, again, this
A
doesn't
time
usually
will
happen to
come
me.
Slay monsters and rescue lost souls.
This does not usually
Or
happen
those
to
souls
me.
become monsters. In this action RPG from the developers of I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere.
Okay.
Step into a realm built upon the
Giving it
tenets of
another shot.
reincarnation. Its people lead repressed lives, forbidden to mourn the loss of loved ones. To uphold
So
these
type
tenets,
0 again.
Togachi must travel between the living world and the beyond to rescue lost souls from a terrible fate, becoming monsters. When battling
Okay.
these creatures, the lost souls you've rescued can manifest within you, granting you new powers.
Oh, so now they're just, wait a second, wait, really? So they're like, okay, never mind. The whole idea of we're gonna now just, we're gonna make old school Chrono Trigger style RPGs is now, okay, we're gonna make action games.
Are lost, and the lost don't reincarnate.
I mean, I'm not mad. The main thing is just I was hoping they would do something that wasn't quite as generic as their previous outings.
Launches in summer 2019.
It says Square Enix. They never said Tokyo RPG Factory. They just said the makers of Setsuna and Lost Sphere.
You know what that means?
Interesting.
Yoshi's Crafted World is almost here.
I wonder if they're no longer the Tokyo RPG Factory because they're no longer like. Never mind. This RPG thing was a mistake. Go make action games.
Yoshi, you'll go rafting.
Interesting. Interesting.
Race.
Alrighty.
More Nintendo Switch headlines coming up.
But first-
another update from Mr. Koizumi.
Alrighty. Hit me with something exciting.
How's it going so far? Next, we have
It's
a
going
follow-up
fine.
to the latest installment in one of our long-running series, Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Of course, I knew this would be here
Have a look.
before I started it, and then as soon as I hit play and started recording, I completely forgot this was gonna be here. Okay, alrighty. Let's have a good look at this. This is quite the character design.
What could have brought you here?
YouTube. Just I wanted to know. I had to know.
And these three mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
But for how long?
In the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, you are the hero the world needs.
That female character reminded me a lot of Oribe from the that other thing, the Effie Sharp whatever. All right, so you do see your protagonist is in the cutscenes now, so that's an improvement.
At the Officers Academy.
I'm not sure I really like either of these designs though, so I wonder how customizable it is.
Begin to see a mysterious girl named Sothis who appears within your mind.
Got you from now on, right?
Well, I would like to hope I was the only one who saw it if she was inside of my mind. I don't want anybody else
Lyric
poking
Mock
around in my
Monastery
mind.
lies at the center of three large territories. It is the home
Is
base
it
of
like
the Church of
considered to be
Saros,
okay,
the
neutral
main
because it's
religion of
yeah,
Fodlan,
okay. It's
as
a religious
well as
neutral
the
territory.
Knights of Saros. Not only does the church serve to maintain order in Fodlan, its monastery also houses the Officers Academy. Those who train there will go on to shoulder the future of Fodlan. The Officers
Wait, so the-
Academy is comprised of three houses.
Wait, so the
Black
military
Eagles
academy
for students
is
from the Adrestian Empire,
military
including the
academy
house leader and
teaches
future
everyone
Emperor, Edelgard.
from everywhere?
The Blue Lions boast Prince
Okay.
Dimitri of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus as
That's
its house
fine.
leader. This house is for students from his kingdom.
I'm already
The
detecting a
Golden
lot
Deer is
of
for students from the
so
Leicester
there's some real
Lands. Their
conspiracy
house leader is
juice
Claude,
going on
who
with
is
this
the heir of
place.
the noble family that leads the alliance.
Religious seat of power
As a
from which to
professor,
mold the
you
minds
will
of
lead
all
the students
future
of one of these
military.
houses
You're a
to
professor?
instruct them. In addition to the house leaders, there are many other students to meet, each with their own unique personalities and skills.
This
Which
is
house will you choose?
Okay. There's a
Students
lot of
are
anime
expected to
potential
travel to
here.
various lands, sometimes with the Knights of Seros themselves.
The aliasing on these models is ridiculous. I hope they clean this up before the game comes out. It does not look fantastic.
Rebellions. These may be class assignments, but the stakes in each battle are very real.
I cannot believe that they're doing a... Oh, yep, now you're in a military academy with teenage warriors that... God, how do we keep coming back to this? Oh, I did not think Fire Emblem would go this direction. I guess I should have seen it coming, but whatever. These animations and, you know, camera movements look good, though.
And acquire special skills such as horsemanship.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You're gonna have to date your students! I just realized! Oh no, this is bad. Oh no.
Students reach their full potential.
Yes, I will now help you reach your full potential.
Your students
Oh
can also
boy.
interact with each other at the academy, and by doing so, their bonds will strengthen, and they'll be.
Oh, this
able
is
to better
spiraling out
support
of
each other
control
on the
faster than I can even comprehend it. Oh no. So he has whatchamacallit, Shulk's ability, maybe? Like he can see one turn ahead of time, foresight, maybe? I don't know. Guys, we're in the middle of a fight. Stop looking at each other amicably and, you know, look at the enemy that you just battered away. There's more of them.
3 houses. Your very own journey. Fire Emblem 3 Houses will release on July
I don't know. That
26th.
wasn't an incredible pitch. I mean, like, if you like Fire Emblem, you're gonna be there for it. You know, it's more Fire Emblem. It's more of that gameplay. It's more of that writing. You know, so I mean, it's not bad at all. Just like I'm not hooked, I guess would be the best way of putting it. Uh-oh.
But more development time will be necessary.
Of course. I was thinking, like, that does not look finished.
July 26th.
Okay. All right.
We'll have to ask you to wait a little longer.
That's not too bad. That's not a massive delay. If it was, you know, presumably, you know, April or May, that's not that
Time
bad.
for some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
In this next entry of this iconic series, the last player standing wins.
Is this another Tetris game?
99 players,
A Tetris Battle Royale.
but only one reigns supreme.
A Tetris Battle Royale game.
This is
Tetris Battle Royale. Come on.
Tetris 99. The iconic puzzle game arrives with an online experience like no other.
This is a freaking Tetris Battle Royale.
Nintendo Switch Online members can
I
battle for
can't
dominance
believe
in this
it.
free-to-download game.
It's free. Another free to download Battle Royale game.
Back to defeat the other 98 players and become the sole survivor.
I cannot believe this.
Nintendo Switch Online members, be ready to join the fight. Tetris 99 will be available for download.
I
later today.
cannot believe
Look forward to
that.
battling it out in upcoming online events.
Well, I'm uninstalling. I guess I'm on the same system, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna make an uninstalling Black Ops 4 joke, but
Or die in
I can't believe that a Tetris Battle Royale.
You're alone.
Ooh.
Struggling.
Oh boy, Why does this look so terrible?
Meet another survivor, but it's too late. The killer is upon you.
This is
Now run.
completely unfinished.
Scavenge for items. Open
This
the
looks like a
gates
3DS
and
port
escape
of
for
Dead
your
by
life.
Daylight. This
Or
looks
take on the role of the
terrible.
killer to
Wow.
make the so-called survivors your next victims. Terrifying? Oh yes. Satisfying? Just you wait. With loads of maps, characters, and
It doesn't look this bad on console and PC, does it? Like on PS4 and Xbox One and PC. It doesn't look. I think it's on consoles.
The true meaning of horror.
Fall. Okay, yeah, it's not finished. All right, I was like, that doesn't look. That looks terrible. It looked like a 3DS game. All right, it's just not. It's not finished yet.
Dog will ruin your day.
Oh, Deltarune coming to Switch. I was wondering when that would happen. For players that completed Undertale. A new experience by Toby Fox. I was thinking because this did really well on Switch, and I assume that it you know, because again, like the official Japanese version censored spoiler-free trailer. There aren't actually many dogs in the game. There aren't that many dogs in the game. No, I assumed that considering the, okay, yeah, for free at the end of the month. The more chapters in development will not be free. All right, well, you know what? That was a whole thing where he was like, man, I'm working on this, but moving ahead with it, if I don't get help, if I don't get staff, this is going to take me another 10 years, and I don't know if I'll ever get it done. If, like... The whole thing that I was about to say that I was trying to get to in my brain that I was not getting there was that the official Japanese translation of the game only came out for the first time, at least with the Switch version. I'm pretty sure that was when the Japanese localization happened. So, or maybe it was with the PlayStation version, but whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is that I imagine that it did extremely well on the Switch in Japan. And while there was a Japanese version of Deltarune available right away at download, it's free, so it won't matter. But I bet it'll get a lot of downloads on the Switch in Japan. And if in this official capacity here on the Direct, it says more chapters in development, I mean, there was never a question of whether or not he was moving forward with it. There was a question of whether or not he was going to get staff and move forward with it at a reasonable, like, time frame. And if it just came out on Switch, I assume that means that he's bulking up, he is getting staff, it is moving forward. And I didn't listen to a single word they just said about this game, which is, I don't know, I'll watch it again later. But I'm not, what I saw of that game at E3 was not super duper interesting to me, so whatever. Plus, I just got Zone of the Enders HD collection for free on PS3 last month with the PlayStation Plus stuff, so I can just go play Zone of the Enders.
Difficulty level that scales to your skills. You'll feel like a pro racer as you master the world's fastest cars to win motorsport's most exhilarating races. From the prestigious circuit of Spa-Francorchamps to the narrow...
I wonder how much room there is on the market for Gran Turismo / Forza Motorsports, like, competitor, right? How much room is there for another game like this? This also looks unfinished. Show me that fall 2019. Show me that fall 2019 date. Summer! Okay. You have time, I guess. Wow, really? Okay, that's fine. All right, the live stream got taken down, but the solid video upload is here, so yeah, we got it. I can't believe this is here.
People who experience psychosis.
That's quite the pitch.
Mind of Senua. This broken Celtic warrior will embark on a haunting vision quest through Viking hell to fight for the soul of...
This also does not look super great on Nintendo Switch, because, I mean, like, this game looks really, really good. And I'm not sure how well it's going to run on Switch, but whatever.
Senua's Sacrifice releases on Nintendo Switch this spring.
Soon? Okay. Alright. I haven't played that, but I've seen it, and it looks pretty good, and people tell me that it's good, so it's probably good.
Mortal Kombat 11 proves the saga 25 years in the telling is far from over. With all new custom character variations, plus new characters and returning veterans taking up the fight. In a fresh new adventure, Unravel 2 sees players take control.
This also looks extremely bad.
Both Yarnies on your own in single player.
I don't know, I mean, like, the Switch isn't that weak. I mean, I know it's not as good as the competition, but it's not, I don't know, like, this looks kind of, give me a date. March 22nd, all right, so that's how it's gonna look. I figured this would be here. We running this in 1080? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's the compression on the stream.
Eras in history as you fight for freedom and independence and usher in the rise of a nation.
This includes the
downloadable content plus the
I was gonna say, yeah, this includes the Vita game, right?
Remastered.
Good.
Will be included when they launch together.
I don't know, because I've never played either. The Assassin's Creed 3 was where I stopped watching Let's Plays of the series. I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this anymore. I don't know. I never really watched the first one, but I watched a lot of the entire Ezio trilogy. And then I was watching 3, and I was like, I think I'm done with this. But I heard that Vita game was better than 3, so. Later today?
Once a classic, always a classic.
Alrighty, that's fine. God, that music, stop that. You're making tears come to my eyes.
How's everything looking?
It's looking great. That's true. It looked kind of sloppy, but I mean, you know, whatever. You can play it on the go. So, I'm here until the end, buddy. I'm not going anywhere. I didn't get the word out fast. I didn't get the words out of my mouth fast enough. I was about to say be a massive left swerve, and this is Shin Megami Tensei, but whatever. Is this like is this Sin and Punishment, maybe? Oh, I should mention, when I backed out to pull up the other video to continue watching this, I did get one spoiler on a thing that's about to happen, but, you know, whatever. But all I saw was, you know, the title of the video, or all I saw was the title of the game. I know no details, so I'll still have to see that in a second. All right, what is this? Because if it's not Sin and Punishment, unless it's a very different Sin and Punishment game. We do have big laser guns, but it's unless this is a big change up for the series. Or is this the next Xenoblade game? This is Xenoblade X2. We got Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade X2.
How foolish. You people are leading all of humanity straight to damnation. Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here!
Oh my god.
You don't understand. My heart goes out to you too. All because of how you were born.
This music sounds kind of near-ish. Mostly in that chorus. The rest of the composition, not so much, but the chorus a second ago sounded a little bit near.
We're ready for the final stage.
What the hell are they?
Interesting. Okay, alrighty. Well, then there you go. This is Platinum's next big project. I should have just guessed that.
Now don't go dying on me.
Okay. If that's a Switch exclusive, that's a get. That's a big get. Next Platinum exclusive. Okay, with the Nintendo logo at the end.
A brand new action game in development at Platinum Games.
With the Nintendo logo at the end, that means it's probably an exclusive.
It looked like two characters were fighting together during battle, didn't it?
It did look that way to me, yes.
I hope you're excited to learn more about how combat will play out in this game. Please stay tuned. And speaking of Platinum Games, I'm sure you're very curious about Bayonetta 3.
Okay.
Rest assured, the developers of Bayonetta 3 are hard at work.
I figured it was going to be that. Just don't worry, it exists. I figured,
Our
but...
next title will be the last announcement of the day. Please check it out.
Okay, then I might have already been spoiled on this, but that's fine. Well, go ahead and hit me with it. Like I said, all I saw was the title, so I don't know in what capacity this is going to be. I saw the title. I assume this is some kind of like major overhaul, but I don't know in what capacity. I'm gonna shut up. I'm sure anybody watching this already knows what it is, because this video is getting put out a day late, but whatever. I am very curious to see what they're doing with this. And then he died. Be a visual novel. Alrighty, so yeah, how are we gonna do this? Alrighty. Yeah, that's what I expected it to look like, but I mean, not precisely. I didn't expect this exact art style, but I assumed it would be a top-down 3D remake, not like a you know, Breath of the Wild expansion set on the island or something. Alrighty, I wonder how well that's gonna do.
What did you think? At long last, 1993's Game Boy classic, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, will find new life on Nintendo Switch.
Technically, it found new life on the Game Boy Color with the DX version, but that's fine.
It has been reborn as a new experience, and we'll have more to say in the future.
I wonder how well that'll do with the children.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Some people are gonna be thrilled about that and hop on that immediately, but I wonder how that's gonna do. Curious. Anyway, that was that, I guess. Yeah, all right. No big swerves. Fire Emblem looks like a Fire Emblem game. Pushed back a little bit. That's fine. Kind of Not surprised by that at all. Final Fantasy IX available tonight on your Nintendo Switch. You know, if you want that. Yeah, I will say that other than me seeing the thumbnail, I never ever would have called this, so, you know, this is cool. I'm not sure I love how Link looks in his little 3D model, but that's okay. I can live with it. It's not a big deal. Just because it's not perfect. It looks alright. I just don't love the eyes, but that's a matter of personal preference. Yeah, this all looks fun enough. This looks exciting. I like kind of the glossy plastic art style of everything. That's kind of interesting. I'm surprised they're keeping in some of the cheeky little Mario references. I kind of assumed that in a remake of this game they would cut stuff like that, but I guess not. And yeah, later this year. All right, well, that was it. Overall, a successful Direct, I would say. I think that, wow, people are not happy over here. The only thing about this that I think was even slightly disappointing was that Smash was, hey, later, come back later and we'll tell you more. Oh yeah, I'm looking at this. This also, okay, yeah, look at Isabelle here. She also has major aliasing issues. All of them kind of don't look fantastic. So I guess it's just the stream quality, and that maybe I was judging all those other games we saw a bit too harshly. But that's fine. Whatever. Oh yeah, okay, no, developed by Tokyo RPG Factory. Okay, so that's there. It is still Tokyo RPG Factory. I don't know, it looks different, and that's kind of what they needed, because the other games that they'd released so far didn't really super stand out beyond being, you know, hey, look, it's a throwback RPG. So this looks different. This looks weird. Sure, a lot of people are going to be, you know, upset by it now being an action RPG, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. New Platinum game. The freaking Tetris Battle Royale is... This is the best. This is incredible. I am extremely pleased with this concept. I know some people who are, I know some people who are going to be absolutely thrilled by this just existing. This is a great idea. But I guess that's it for me. That was a Nintendo Direct. See you all another time, another place.